Welcome, everyone. Indoor activities. So, for our writing lesson, we are going to focus about indoor activities. Now, as I told you and as I tell you, when I'm doing the intermediate level, I try to speak a little bit of less Sinhalese. ඉතින් ඕගොල්ලන්ට beginner level එකේ මං ගොඩාක් ඒවා සිංහලෙන් කියාගෙන ආවා. Intermediate වල මං ඊට වඩා ඉංග්‍රීසි වැඩි කරලා සිංහල චුට්ටක් අඩු කරනවා. ඕගොල්ලෝ advanced level එකේදී ඕගොල්ලෝ දන්නවා ඔක්කොම යන්නේ මං ඉංග්‍රීසියෙන් විතරයි කියලා. Right? ඉතින් සමහරක් අය comments වලට දානවා මිස් ඇයි මෙහෙම කියලා. ඉතින් මේකේ සිංහල විභාගයක් නෙවෙයි. Right? This is an English exam, so I should be able to teach in English. Same way you should be able to read, write, listen and speak in English. Right? I think සිංහලෙන් පොඩ්ඩක් උදව් කරනවා ඔයගොල්ලන්ට අවශ්‍ය කරන දැනුම ලබා දෙන්න. හැබැයි මම වැඩිපුරම චුට්ටක් focus කරන්න යන්නේ English වලින් කරන එකට. Right? So, let's have a look at the first activity. Indoor versus outdoor activities. Indoor කියන්නේ ඇතුලේ කරන ක්‍රීඩාවන්. Outdoor කියන්නේ එළියේ කරන ක්‍රීඩාවන්. So when we have a look at indoor activities, it's more or less like board games. You have Ludo, Scrabble, Monopoly, Uno, cards. Sometimes you could also play table tennis inside, which is an indoor sport. Squash, which is an indoor sport, right? Outdoor sports are more like basketball, netball, football, cricket, baseball, sports like that. Which do you prefer, indoor or outdoor activities? So, I will tell you my answer. You can write your answer. වැඩිපුරම කැමති indoor ද outdoor ද? I prefer. I'll change the color because I like my answer to stand out. I prefer indoor activities because I quite enjoy playing cards or a board game. Right? ඉතින් මම ගොඩක් කැමති ඉන්ඩෝ එකකට මොකද මම කාඩ් ගහන්න නැත්නම් ඔය බෝඩ් ගේම්ස් ගහන්න ගොඩක් කැමති හින්දා I prefer indoor activities. Which ones do you prefer? Right? Do you think outdoor activities are healthier than indoor activities? Write your opinion stating the reasons. දැන් ඕගොල්ලෝ හිතන විදිහට එළිය කරන activities හොඳයිද ඇතුලේ කරන activities වලට වඩා මොකද ඒවා මේ ටිකක් වෙහෙස මහන්සිලා කරන හින්දා සෞඛ්‍යයට හොඳයි කියලා හිතනවද ඔව්ද නැද්ද කියන එක reasons එක්ක ලියන්න ඕනේ. Now this is my answer. I think that outdoor activities are healthier because most activities involve physical fitness. Right? So my personal view is that outdoor activities are healthier because they involve physical fitness. ඉතින් එළිය කරන ස්පෝර්ට්ස් සාමාන්‍යයෙන් හොඳ ජව සම්පන්න භාවයක් තියෙන්න ඕන හින්දා මං හිතනවා ඒක ඊට වඩා පොඩක් හෙල්දිය කියලා දුවලා පැනලා ඉන්නකොට පොඩක් අපේ සෞඛ්‍යයට හොඳයි කියලා. What indoor activities do you like to do? Why do you like them? මොන indoor activities කරන්නද කැමති? ඇයි ඒක කරන්න කැමති? So I like to play cards, Monopoly, chess, and snakes and ladders because it is relaxing and fun. Okay, so I like to play cards, Monopoly, chess and snakes and ladders because it's really relaxing and fun. පොඩ්ඩක් නිකන් මනසට relaxing, jolly කෑග ගහ අපි සමහරකට සෙල්ලම් කරනවා. ඉතින් ඒකට මං කැමතියි. Right, so question number 4. Do you prefer to do indoor activities alone or with friends and why? දැන් ඔයගොල්ලෝ indoor activities කරන්න කැමති යාළුවෝ එක්කද එහෙමත් නැත්නම් තනියමද ඒ ඇයි? Right? Now if you take myself, I prefer to do indoor activities with my friends because cards, Ludo, snake and ladders, all of those games require more than one person. ඉතින් තනියෙක් කෙනෙකුට ඒ වගේ ගේම් එකක් සෙල්ලම් කරන්න බෑ. That is why I prefer to play with friends, right? I prefer to do indoor activities with my friends since it is fun and relaxing. Right? ඉතින් ඒක jolly යාළුවොත් එක්ක කරනකොට නිදහස් ඒ හින්දා තමයි මං කැමති යාළුවෝ එක්ක කරන activities වලට. Explain one of your favorite indoor activities. Indoor activities වලින් කැමතිම එකක් explain කරන්නලු. Number of people you need, things you need, how to do it, etc. Right? Right. So let's talk about my favorite indoor activity is playing Monopoly. So Monopoly is actually a board game, right? You need a minimum of 2 players. So Monopoly can be played, I think 2 to 6 players if I'm not mistaken, right? Altogether, I think 8 players can play Monopoly. You need, or you can say you also need the board and money. Monopoly play karane board ekai money on, and then you can explain how to do it, right? So you need to purchase lands by paying for it, and then when you can build houses, you can build hotels. Eka ඇත්තටම නිකන් gambling game එකක් වගේ චුට්ටක්, right? So it's like you buy your own property and then you mortgage it to the bank, you get money, and it becomes very complicated, right? But it's a nice game. And usually a lot of elder people play that. So ඕගොල්ලෝ කැමති game එක ඕගොල්ලන්ට explain කරන්න පුළුවන්, right? Next one, practice question 2. Planning an indoor camping. Complete the dialogue between two friends about planning an indoor camping. So you have Neo and Malini planning about an indoor camp, right? So Neo says, I'm sick of this weather. We can't go outside and it's been days. ඉතින් Neo එච්චර කැමති නෑ. මොකද weather එක එච්චර හරි නැහැ. right? ඉතින් එයාට එළියට යන්න බැරි හින්දා එයා ඒ ගැන හරිම upset එකේ තමයි ඉන්නේ. What do you have in mind? Not a movie night again. අහනවා මොනවද ඔයාට හිතේ තියෙන්නේ? ආයි නම් මට movie night නම් කරන්න බෑ. That sounds like an exciting idea. ඒක නම් නියම අදහසක්. I think it will be fun. ඒක නම් jolly way. Where are we going to have it and what do we need? කොහෙද මේක තියන්න යන්නේ? මොනවද අපිට ඕනේ? We'll ask others to bring popcorn, crisps, crackers, marshmallows and cupcakes. I'll get some hot chocolate. We can easily bake some vegetables in the oven. මොකද නියෝ කියන්නේ හරි. Popcorn, crisp, crackers, marshmallows, cupcakes ඔය ටික ගේමු අනිත් අයටත් කියලා මං hot chocolate ටික ගේන්න. right? ඉතින් අපිට vegetables ටික ටක් ගාලා oven එකේ bake කරගන්න පුළුවන්. Pumpkin, zucchini, right? This is not zucchini, right? It's zucchini, right? Potatoes, cauliflower, carrots and broccoli would do. How about games? ඉතින් මේව ඔක්කොම ඇවිල්ලා එළවලු. Pumpkin, wattaka, zucchini is like cucumber, ඊට වඩා පොඩි එක. Potatoes, ala, cauliflower, carrot, broccoli, right? ඉතින් games වලට මොකද කරන්නේ? To do those, we need a glowing campfire. I just googled one. If you have a lamp, we just have to cover it with some sticks and keep big rocks around it to make it look real. ඉතින් ඇත්තටම එහෙම කරන්න නම් lamp එකක් තියෙනවා නම් ඒ වටේ පොඩ්ඩක් නිකන් sticks ටිකක් දාලා ලොකු කළුගල් තියනවා වගේ තිබ්බනම් it looks like a real camping fire, right? Okay, so I want you to try to develop on this conversation. Then තනියම චුට්ටක් conversation එක develop කරන්න බලන්න. Oh, I love ghost stories. We can also have a flashlight scavenger hunt. මම නම් හරිම කැමති ghost stories වලට flashlight scavenger hunt එකකුත් තියන්න පුළුවන්. Then we can leave after having breakfast at your place. No rush. ඊට පස්සේ breakfast එහෙම කාලා අපිට යන්න පුළුවන් කිසිම rush එකක් නැහැ. Right. So, I want you to complete the conversation. තනියම conversation එක complete කරන්න බලන්න. ඊට පස්සේ we can discuss the answers. Right. So, hopefully you have finished it by now. Let's have a look at a sample answer, right? So Malini can say, I know how you feel. Shall we do something exciting? Right. So then Marnie says, no, I've got a better idea. How about having an indoor camping? Or you can say, how about having an indoor camp? Then Marnie says, let's have it in my room because it's spacious and it has stars on the ceiling. So all we have to do is turn off the lights. You can all come over. I have tents and blankets, right? And then they talk about the vegetables and the fruit to bring. So Malini says, what vegetables do you have in, what vegetables do you have in mind? And then Neo talks about all the vegetables he has in his mind, and then Marnie talks about the games, right? Let's ask Shenya to bring her Uno pack. I have a Monopoly board too. Right. And then Marnie says, brilliant idea. We can hold a torch and tell ghost stories. And then after Neo comments, Marnie says, yeah, that would be interesting. I will ask my mum to prepare breakfast for us the next day. Right? So here we are. Now let's have a look, right? So when he says, I'm sick of the weather, Marnie says, yeah, I understand. අපි වෙන මොන හරි කරමුද? Then when you has something in mind, she says, oh, මට ඊට වඩා හොඳ අදහසක් තියෙනවා. අපි ඉන්ඩෝ කැම්පින් එකක් තියමුද? ඒකට එකඟ වෙලා තමයි මේ මුළු කතා බහම සිද්ධ වෙන්නේ. Right? So I hope you have a similar conversation. Now let us practice the conversation, right? I'm sick of this weather. We can't go outside and it's been days. I know how you feel. Shall we do something exciting? What do you have in mind? Not a movie again. No, I've got a better idea. How about having an indoor camping? That sounds like an exciting idea. I think it'll be fun. Where are we going to have it and what do we need? Let's have it in my room because it's spacious and it has stars on the ceiling. So all we have to do is turn off the lights. You can all come over. I have tents and blankets. We'll ask others to bring popcorn, crisps, crackers, marshmallows and cupcakes. I'll get some hot chocolate. We can easily bake some vegetables in the oven. What vegetables do you have in mind? Pumpkin, zucchini, potatoes, cauliflower, carrots, broccoli would do. How about games? Let's ask Shania to bring her Uno pack. I have a Monopoly board too. To do those, we need a glowing campfire. I just googled one. If you have a lamp, we just have to cover it with some sticks and keep big rocks around it to make it look real. Brilliant idea. We can hold a torch and tell ghost stories. Oh, I love ghost stories. We can also have a flashlight scavenger hunt. Yeah, that would be interesting. I will ask my mom to prepare breakfast us for the next day. Yep, and then we can leave after having breakfast at your place. No rush. Okay, so make a පුළුවන් තරමක් practice වෙන්න. Try to talk on your own independently. ගොඩාක් ඒවා ස්ක්‍රිප්ට් කරන්න නැතුව තනියම කතා කරන්න තමයි මේ ලෙවල් එක වෙනකොට පුළුවන් වෙන්න ඕනේ, right? So slowly working on your own. ඒකට තමයි ඔයගොල්ලෝ ස්කැෆෝල්ඩ් කරගෙන beginner level එකේ ආවේ. ඉතින් intermediate එක වෙනකොට ටිකක් හරි තනියම ලියන්න පුළුවන් වෙන්න ඕනේ with minimal support, right? All right. Make a list of the things you need and a shopping list for the indoor camp, right? Shopping list එක indoor camp එකට හදාන්න තමන්ට අවශ්‍ය කරන දෑ මොනවද කියලා ලියන්න. Make those two on your own. Pause the video here. දැන් කතා බහ වුණා. ඒකත් ඔළුවේ තියාගෙන jot down the things that you need. ඕගොල්ලෝ ලියපු එක හරිනම් ඕගොල්ලොන්ගේ ස්ක්‍රිප්ට් එකට අනුව shopping list එක මොනවද ඔයගොල්ලන්ට ඕන දේ මොනවද කියන එක ලියන්න. Right, so if you have finished, I'm going to put up my shopping list. ඔයගොල්ලෝ ඉවර නම් බලන්න මං දාන්න යන්නේ මගේ shopping list එක. Shopping list is popcorn, crisps, crackers, marshmallows, cupcakes, hot chocolate, the other things we need, pumpkin, zucchini, potatoes, cauliflower, carrots, broccoli. And the things that you will actually need to buy, or myself, is a lamp, sticks, big rocks, torch, tent or tents, blankets, Uno pack, Monopoly. Right, so here is basically a shopping list and the things that we need. shopping list එකේ තියෙන්නේ ගන්න ඕන දේවල්. එක්ක යාළුවෝ සුපර් මාකට් එකට ගිහිල්ලා ගන්න ඕන දේවල්. popcorn තියෙනවා, crisps තියෙනවා, crackers තියෙනවා, marshmallows, cupcakes, hot chocolate, pumpkin, zucchini, potatoes, cauliflower, carrots, broccoli ඒ ටික තියෙනවා. අපිට අවශ්‍ය කරන දේවල් තමයි ලාම්පුවක්, lamp එක, sticks, big rocks, torch එකක්, tents, blankets, යාළුවෝ ගේනවා කියපු Uno pack එකයි, Monopoly එකයි. Right. So, I have written the shopping list. I have written the things that you would need. දැන් මේකම තමයි ඔයගොල්ලන්ට තියෙන්න ඕනේ. මොකද මේ දේවල් තමයි අපි conversation එකේ mention කරේ මගේ එකේ. ඕගොල්ලන්ගේ conversation එක අනුව ඕගොල්ලන්ට වෙන වෙන ඒවා තියෙන්න පුළුවන් if you came up with your own conversation. Practice question 3. Home alone. Write answers to the following questions. Right? What's your all-time favorite movie trailer? මේ තමයි මගේ favorite movie trailer එක. Have you watched it? Do you like it? Write why you like it or dislike it. අපි චුට්ටක් trailer එක බලමු. Alright, so let's have a look at it for a few seconds.
Where are you going? We're gonna miss the plane!
When the McAllister family left on their Christmas vacation,
Did we miss the plane? No, you just made it. Yeah!
they forgot one small thing.
Have yourself
I've a terrible feeling. Did you lock up?
let yourself be light.
Do we set the timers on the lights?
Mm-hmm. What else could we be forgetting?
Our troubles will be ours.
Kevin!
Home alone.
Police in the northern suburbs are on the lookout for a pair of...
Right? So this is a nice movie. You can enjoy it with your kids and watch it, right? And then you can tell me if you liked the movie, if you disliked it, have you watched it before? I think versions තිබ්බ Home Alone 1, 2, I think there was 3. But this is the very first one. And it's a really nice movie. I think all of you should watch it and then tell me how you felt about it. Okay? So that is for you for homework. And then narrate the story below. It was a dark night and I was alone in the house suddenly. ඉතින් ඒක බැලුවට පස්සේ ඒ කතාවත් එකතු කරගෙන තමන් කැමති කතාවක් නැරේට් කරන්න ඕනේ. දැන් writing කරනකොට එක styles තියෙනවා. You have descriptive writing, you have argumentative writing. This is a narrative style. Narrative කියලා කියන්නේ storytelling type එකක්, right? So එක දවසක් කළුවරයි මං තනියම ගෙදර හිටියේ එකපාරට කියන එක තමයි පටන් ගන්නම. එතනින් එහාට ඕගොල්ලෝ කැමති විදියට ස්ටෝරි එක කන්ටිනියු කරන්න පුළුවන්. ඉතින් මම පෙන්නන්නම් මගේ ස්ටෝරි එක මොකක්ද කියලා, right? You can pause the video and write your own story. Suddenly the lights went out and everything went dark. I tried to pull myself together and find a source of light. I could barely see anything and resorted to waving my arms in front of me to avoid bumping into any furniture. The bright moon was high in the clear sky. My first thought was there was a power disruption due to the thunderstorm brewing outside. There were no lights in any of the windows. Instinct led me to the kitchen cabinet where I could remember my mother storing some candles for emergencies. All the inhabitants were asleep. I was alone at home as all the members of my family had flown to another city to attend a marriage function. After a considerable amount of groping, the tips of my fingers came into contact with a waxy candle. I grabbed it immediately with relief and quickly lit it. Then I noticed that my neighbor's lights were on. This discarded my first option of the power shortage due to the storm. I screamed out in horror and that thing disappeared in a flash. I began to ponder what could be the cause of the blackout. Then I remembered my father showing me a lamp in his room which used to cause the electrical supply in the house to go haywire for some inexplicable reason. However, I was not scared and this was not the first time I had been alone. ඉතින් lights ගියා බලනකොට මගේ ගෙදර විතරයි ගිහින් තිබුණේ අනිත් ගෙවල් වල ගිහිල්ලා නැහැ. ඒ හින්දා මං කොහොම හරි කැන්ඩල් එකක් හොයාගෙන මට මතක් වුණා තාත්තා කියනවා එක ලයිට් එකක් දැම්මහම ගෙදර සමහරක් වෙලාවට ඔක්කොම ගෙදර ලයිට් එක යනවා කියනවා. right? හැබැයි මං බය වුණේ නැහැ මොකද පළවෙනි පාර නෙවෙයි මම ගෙදර තනියම හිටපු. I rushed to my father's room and inspected the lamp but found that it was disconnected. The sound of something being moved around upstairs instantly diverted my attention. The hairs behind my neck stood on ends. To ensure I was not seen by whoever was in the house, I quickly blew the flame off my candle. I furtively moved under the kitchen table and remained as quiet as a bat. The intruder went out of sight, but I could hear his faint footsteps on the wooden staircase. Thoughts of me getting kidnapped crept uneasily into my mind. No more than a second later, I saw the garage door plowed by my neighbor, Mr. Vasu. As the lightning flashed, he saw me hiding hastily, led me out of the house and into his. Everything seemed to happen at lightning speed. Mrs. Vasu tried to calm me down and explained to me that Mr. Vasu happened to see the thief rummaging the bedroom facing theirs. Apparently, my parents had asked him to keep an eye on me while they were away. ඉතින් මොකද උනේ? මම ගිහිල්ලා බලනකොට තාත්තගේ කාමරේ කියපු ලයිට් එක ඩිස්කනෙක්ට් කළා. ඒත් එක්කම මට ඇහුණ එකපාරට උඩ තට්ටුවේ සද්දයක්. ඉතින් ටක් ගාලා මම මොකද කරේ? කැන්ඩල් එක මම නිවලා කුස්සියේ මේසෙට වෙලා හැංගිලා බලාගෙන හිටියා මොකද්ද වෙන්නේ කියලා. ඉතින් මට ඒත් අඩි සද්දයක් ඇහුණා උඩ තට්ටුවේ තියෙන. ටිකක් වෙලා යනකොට ගරාජ් එකේ දොර අරගෙන එහා ගෙදර හිටපු මිස්ටර් වාසු ඇතුළට ඇවිල්ලා මාවත් එක්කගෙන එළියට ගියා. ඉතින් බලනකොට මිස්ටර් වාසුයි මිසිස් වාසු එහා ගෙදර නේබර්ස්ලා දැකලා තියෙනවා මගේ ගෙදරට හොරෙක් ඇවිල්ලා ඉන්නවා. ඉතින් අම්මයි තාත්තයි බලන්න කියපු හින්දා ඒගොල්ලෝ දැකලා මාව එහෙට ගෙනිච්චා. Right? So this is my story and I want you to be able to be creative and come up with your own story. Right? Home Alone එකත් එක්ක තමයි මම මේ story එක හැදුවේ. You have to write your own story. ඉතින් තමන් කැමති story එක තමන් අලුතෙන් ලියන්න. Next question, practice question 4. Right? Indoor garden. දැන් අපි චූටි වීඩියෝ එකක් තියෙනවා. ඉස්සෙල්ලා එක බලමු. So let's have a look at this video about how you can come up with an indoor little garden under your staircase. So this is before. Just fast forward it a bit and see. So this is how it would look like when you finish it off, right? So I'd like you to have a look at the video. Right? See how it changed completely, right? So I would like you to have a look at this and then make notes. Write down how to make an indoor garden under the staircase. ඕගොල්ලන්ට ඕනේ නම් වීඩියෝ එක පාරකට වඩා බලලා notes ටික හදාගෙන ඊට පස්සේ පිළිවෙලට ලියන්න. Now that is an activity for you, right? So do you like it? Why or why not? කැමතිද ඒකට? කැමති නැද්ද? ඇයි? What else would you add or do differently if you were to make an indoor garden for your house? ඉතින් මොනවද ඔයගොල්ලෝ add කරන්නේ නැත්නම් වෙනස්ව කරන්නේ ඒ වීඩියෝ එකට වඩා තමන්ගේ ගෙදර indoor garden එකක් හැදුවා නම් staircase එක යට. So you can think about it. දැන් ඒ questions ටික තියෙන්නේ ඔයගොල්ලන්ට තනියම කරන්න. Right? And the last question, painting is what I like to do indoors. ඇතුලේ ඉන්නකොට මං කරන්න කැමති දෙයක් තමයි paintings. I love drawing and painting when I can't go out. ඉතින් මං හරි කැමති චිත්‍ර අඳින්න නැත්නම් paint කරන්න එළියට යන්න බැරි වෙලාවට. Following is a picture I drew and there's a story behind it. Write 2 paragraphs about it. ඉතින් මේ තියෙන්නේ මං නිකන් ඉන්න වෙලාවට ඇඳපු චිත්‍රයක්. ඒක පිටිපස්සේ කතන්දරයක් තියෙනවා. ඒ ගැන paragraphs දෙකක් ලියන්න. Again, creative writing. Right? හිතලා ලස්සනට ලියන්න පුළුවන් වෙන්න ඕනේ. I'm going to ask you to pause the video here. Write it on your own and then you can see my story. Right? ඉතින් ඕගොල්ලෝ තනියම story එකක් ලියන්න pause කරලා වීඩියෝ එක මෙතනින් ඉවරුණාට පස්සේ මම මගේ story එක ඕගොල්ලෝ එක්ක share කරන්න. Right. So hopefully you have finished writing the story. Have a look at mine. You also can share your story in the comment section. The half of the picture shows two children playing together under a big tree. It seems like a late evening because the sun is round and clear in the sky. The girl and boy look, or you can say seem, to be happy. The second half shows that the two children have turned into young adults and have met each other under the same big tree. It seems like he is proposing her. Right, so here there are two pictures, right? Picture එකෙන් භාගයක් පෙන්වන්නේ ඒගොල්ලෝ පොඩි කාලේ සෙල්ලම් කරන විදිය. Picture එකෙන් අනිත් භාගෙ පෙන්වන්නේ ඒගොල්ලෝ ලොකු වෙලා young adults ලා වුණාම කොහොමද propose කරන්න කියන එක. So it's a very nice picture. ඕගොල්ලෝ කැමති විදියට මේ picture එක interpret කරන්න පුළුවන්. Right? All right. So with that, I think we have come to the end of the lesson, right? It was quite an interesting lesson, useful for you when it comes to writing, could be for your essay topics, right? Sometimes you could have indoor activities to compare for a task 1 if you're doing academic IELTS. So with that, we come to the end of this lesson, indoor activities.